What is up, everybody? In today's Hookah Talks video, I have a kind of an exciting video. I just ordered a new mini KM hookah, and it showed up today. I actually recorded an unboxing video, but for the hookah.com, they like to use a lot of paper, and half of the video was me trying to just unwrap the tiny base that they just wrapped with all this paper and all this tape, which is a good thing because they obviously want to take care of their product when shipping, but a bad thing for trying to make a video about it because I was just wrapping so much paper. I mean, like, all this paper was mainly for the base, alright? And some bubble wrap for the stem, but I'm gonna get into it now. I'm just gonna show you all of the kind of accessories that come with the hookah, and then show you the stem and base, and that'll be pretty much it. So right off the break, if you're someone that has never ordered a hookah, this would be awesome. Base brush, soft bristles, and a down stem brush, hard bristles. The bristling on this is kind of already jacked up, but it will get the job done as you spin and push in and out of the stem. And same with this one, all the bristles are shown. Have some tongs, some Hookahfina tongs. This came in a little Hookahfina bag with the grommets and also this brochure, but no actual Hookahfina, which sucks. Kind of just wanting you to try out their flavors, which I have. Hookahfina is a pretty decent tobacco that I like to smoke from time to time, but again, they didn't give any Hookahfina, which is fine, but some decent tongs, some serrated edges to hold the tongs nice, and it has some type of kind of coating on it, type of sheen, I guess. What also came in that tiny little Hookahfina bag were the bulb grommets and the hose port grommet. So these are two kind of malleable plastics, Egyptian style, hard plastic Egyptian style. And next is the hose, about a 64-inch hose, rainbow, what is it? Rainbow laced. Alright, so there's a constant change from like green, yellow, red, blue, purple, green, yellow, red, blue, purple, that whole kind of scheme. It is airtight, not washable because these are stuck permanently. If you want to check if your hose is airtight, cap one end off, blow through the other. If you're losing airframe or mouth, then there's some type of leak within the hose. Good. Alright. And I'm going to show you something. This type of grommet was literally something that they just found, poked a hole in. This is probably the grommets that they buy in bulk, but that is so tiny. And this is so giant. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Not only is this just fucking massive, but that hole isn't as big as the actual hole on the hose port adapter. So I'll do a demonstration test of how much resistance this thing is going to give you if you were to stick this into just about any hookah. Alright, let's take off the grommet. This is just ridiculous. I could suck in a lot more faster, and there's no wind resistance, but with this thing, this hole is so small, it does not match the circumference of this, so there's going to be some type of things that are going to mess up your pull of your hookah, even if you're using like a funnel bowl or something with good airflow. Alright, and the nice little medallion that come on a lot of just traditional KM hoses. Put this aside. Yeah, and here is the little Hookahfina bag they gave me. I wish they gave me some Hookahfina. Come on, man. This is the tray they gave me. Alright, this is obviously not a legit KM tray because it is very bendable, very malleable, and I can just bend it. Hookah John totally freaking bended one of these trays in half and put it on top of a hookah and said, this isn't a legit KM tray. Alright, so if you can bend it, it's not legit. But yeah, it's going to get the job done because this hookah, which I'm about to present to you, is so nice and so fucking heavy. Holy crap, this thing is heavy. I'll try to take it out. I have a very good seal on this thing with the base grommet that they gave to me. If I could just take it out. Oh my gosh. Just wiggle it out. And spin it until you got a lot of it out. I'll talk about the base. I'll come back to the stem, and it is the nickel-plated stem, alright? Or just nickel hookah, alright? First of all, the base and the picture on the hookah.com looked very nice. The whole hookah looked very nice, but when I got this, the quality of the base isn't that great. The shape of it isn't very symmetrical on either side. There's a little divot right here, which is kind of nice to hold, but not kind of nice to look at. You know, it is hand painted and then kind of resined. You know, obviously the stripes aren't going to be symmetrical because they are hand painted and everything like that, but there's just a lot of air bubblage within the resin. A very big streak of resin right here that I can see. You know, doesn't smell like anything, so that's good. The whole Kalele Mamoon thing, where is it? Right there is it's just smudged. Like they didn't have time to let the hand painted stuff dry, and then they lathered on, you know, resin, which doesn't really make sense to me. They're just trying to kind of manufacture these at a fast rate and get them out instead of just taking the time to make something nice. It's a tool. You're going to use it over and over and over again. So, I mean, KM is a well-known company, and they're just sometimes you get stuff like this, alright? Any company you get shit that's just shit sometimes, alright? But this isn't complete garbage, alright? It's a mediocre base for a tiny hookah. But honestly, the reason why I bought this hookah was because it looks fucking awesome. Very, very nice looking stem here. No real solder marks that I find. I've kind of looked at all the solder marks or where there would be solder marks, and there's just very good solder marks everywhere. The only thing is, this is kind of weird, and there is one little thing on here. Looks like it might have just been some solder that fell, or might even be the nickel plating kind of coming off. Whatever. I don't care. Overall, just a very heavy piece. I would say 10 to 15 pounds alone just in the stem because it's fucking heavy. This is about the same size as my Caravan hookah, the first one I ever got, and that thing was way, way light. This thing is freaking just heavy. Just the designs of it are just very, very nice. This big ball-looking shape, and then the kind of hand-scribed little dremeling on there. Just pretty traditional KM, little flowers on there. Just the down stem is pretty nice. Not a lot of scratches and things of that nature. I mean, and the only other real solder mark is around this point, but that doesn't really matter too much. Another little nickel plated area that had broken off is right there. So this is a stainless steel, I believe a stainless steel hookah that has just been dipped in nickel, which isn't bad. Alright, some big ports here that are going to make up for the how just small this is in general. Very big kind of hose port, little hole to just suck in. Alright, there's going to be pretty decent amount of just airflow. And another big hole for the purge port. Actually, this one's bigger than the hose port. And with traditional KMs, they usually kind of have like the square looking kind of purge housing, but this is kind of more of like a caravan style. I've seen on caravans. It's a big cap, but the cap just isn't reamed out that much, which is kind of funny. And just the traditional KM style purge port. Nothing too exciting going on there. It's pretty regular. Alright. Just solid piece. It's very heavy. Just looks very nice. I like the overall finish of the nickel. Just little minor imperfections here and there, but it's nothing that I can't deal with. Again, KM. Very KM. So if you wanted to try to make something like homemade tray or something, you couldn't really do it because this is bigger than that, and you can't fit something smaller over something that's bigger, obviously. But this is the hookah entirely. Down stem is straight. Can't wait to smoke it. Very good beginning hookah for someone that wants to get into smoking hookah and wants to get a first hookah. I would recommend getting a smaller hookah. You can just take care of it. You'll learn about the hookah, how it operates, what smokes well in this thing. You don't want to go out and invest a lot of money and buy something that may possibly break. Like a Chinese-made hookah. You don't want to buy a very expensive Chinese hookah and then things start corroding and you're wondering why it doesn't taste right, or you might get sick off of it. Just go with something like a KM product. It's gonna work. It's gonna look nice. Just buy online with a trusted vendor. And yeah, very nice detailing going on with this. But overall, it's a good hookah. This thing stands about 19-20 inches tall from the bottom to the top. This is a small hookah, but it is so heavy. When I picked this thing out of the box, it was just very, very heavy. Very nice, very sturdy. I'm just looking at it, and it's pretty much straight for the most part. Alright, it has a little bit of a curve to the left, but when I mess with the hose port and everything, or not the hose port, the base grommet stands straight. The down stem again is just straight right in the middle. Very nice. Very good beginning hookah for anyone that doesn't know too much about hookahs. Very good product. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied. But the base is kind of just letting me down. Alright. Nothing too drastic though. I'm gonna love this hookah regardless. Very KM. Very KM. I never got that. I never understood that about just KM hookahs, but that's something that they want to do. Anyways, guys, keep on smoking hookah. Have a wonderful day. Also, actually, I spent $96 on this hookah. Alright, now I'll say have a nice day. See you guys.